ZZ109FM Talk Radio. This is Elsie Jenkins. It's a beautiful December. A lot of things are going on the planet, but you're blessed to be alive and you're blessed to be here. Thank goodness. Making decisions in life, it's important to make the right decisions. If you make the wrong decisions, a lot of bad things can happen. All right, end of the year. We are trying to make it a 2026, and we're talking about good news and bad news on the planet. Hopefully, this news will enlighten you and help you on your journey as you move along the planet. In the studio to help me out today is 10th grade education Bob. Bob, how are you feeling over there? Well, I'm feeling pretty good. I've got my vodka in my coffee, and I'm taking small sips. That's good. You have to learn how to pace yourself in life. Don't be in such a hurry. I ran across somebody this weekend and told them some of my plans and showed them some of my work, and they said it was too slow. My information was too slow. And I said to myself, you may be right, but see, you're in a hurry. A lot of people are in a hurry to do things, in a hurry to get information, in a hurry. But how many mistakes do you make along the way when you're in such a hurry? We'll talk about that later. Also in the studio today is Loratti. Loratti's in the house. Loratti, how are you doing? Miss Jenkins, I'm doing good. I'm feeling fine. Glad to be here. Blessed. Appreciate every moment. And hopefully we can get to some good news, bad news on the planet. Well, we're going to get to it right now. And I'll tell you right now, I'm going to give you the good news first. Because the rest is bad news. Uh, Bad Bunny was going to be on the Super Bowl. And of course, nobody knows Bad Bunny on the American side, the English side of things. The Spanish side, he's a big entertainer. But on our level, on our side of things, a lot of people just aren't familiar with Bad Bunny. He didn't collaborate with Snoop Dogg, which he should have done. He didn't collaborate with Pharrell. He didn't collaborate with a lot of people out here uh, he should have collaborated with to get his name out there, to get his face out there. And that's why nobody knows him. Chris Brown and Bad Bunny should have did a collaboration. You know, connect to the people out here. That's how you get connected. So we got Snoop Dogg in his place. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's good news. I'm going to tell you right now, Snoop Dogg is an entertainer. And I'm going to tell you right now, we're not going to be uh, too upset with his performance. Many stars are going to be following his pathway, and he brings power to the stage. Should have had Snoop Dogg to begin with. That's all the good news you're going to get. Well, I'll tell you right now, I take Snoop Dogg over Bad Bunny because I ain't know what a Bad Bunny was till they mentioned it. That's correct. Nobody knew what a Bad Bunny was. We thought it was just a bad bunny, a bunny going around biting people, pooping everywhere. That's what we thought a Bad Bunny was. Yeah, Grandma, I don't know anything about Bad Bunny. Nothing about Bad Bunny. Did some homework on Bad Bunny, and he's got a couple of nice songs out there, but not hitting our airwaves. That's why we don't have much information about him. He's not hitting our airwaves. And whoever made that decision to put Bad Bunny on there should be terminated because you're doing a part of the Super Bowl that is classic. It is a classic event to watch the performance. Everyone looks forward to the performance. Whoever was in charge picking Bad Bunny should be terminated. And that's the end of that. Let's get to the bad news right now. We got bad news all over the United States right now. Usually we do bad news in Raleigh. We do bad news in Newport News, Virginia, Hampton, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, uh, Greensboro, North Carolina, all different places. But Today we're doing it all over the United States because there's just so much bad news on the planet. This one right here, this one is just baffles me. Um, why are we going out getting in confrontations to begin with? If it ain't road rage, you go into the restaurants and your order's not right, you want to go off on somebody. The restaurant people are the restaurant people, and if you're in that uh, uh, mode to go to these places, you have to be patient because some of these people are teenagers trying to get their first job or trying to learn a position. Some of these people are underachievers, old ass people that just don't get it, and they've been working in fast food all their lives and they still messing up. But nonetheless, you're not going to get your most highly motivated professionals in fast food restaurants. You're just not going to get them. So there'll be issues, errors, mistakes. You just have to go back and get your mistake fixed. 9 times out of 10, I say ask for a refund, ask for something else, ask for something free because their responsibility is to get it right the first time. Well, a man in Texas, this is Houston, Texas, where now a man shoots another man at McDonald's over a fish fillet sandwich. And that man is no longer here on the planet. Now this is a situation where you have to pay attention to this because this could have been me. It could have been you. This person that got shot and lost his life and won't be here for 2026 was a bystander, a lawyer. It's just in the restaurant at the wrong place at the wrong time. Attempted to calm the man down because he was obviously going the hell off because his sandwich wasn't right. That's usually the case when you going off on somebody because either they took too long or they did it wrong or they gave you the wrong thing. I go to Chick-fil-A all the time and I ask for something and they give me something else. But it's nothing to get upset about. It's nothing to go run to your car and get your gun and come back into the store and take a person's life. You just stop doing business with that restaurant. I had to do the same thing with a McDonald's in my area. I used the app. I got there to the restaurant. When I got to the restaurant, it's almost like they assumed that I didn't have an order. But I have the app right here. I can show them my order, my app number, which you usually provide at the drive-through window. They say, "Are you using the app?" And I say, "Yes, here's my number." When I get there, they just look at the screen. They look at me and they look at the screen like the order isn't there. So instead of addressing it, they tell me to move up to the next window and they make me sit there for 15 minutes. I back up, I go in their window and I say, "Hey, I have this app order here. I'm still sitting here." They still didn't serve me. I had to go into the store and try to reach out to somebody to get assistance to get my order. Yes, I was upset, but I didn't go to this extreme of getting a gun and going in there and taking it out on somebody. Who would you take it out on? The person at the window? The person back there cooking? Or the person that's putting the stuff in the bags? It doesn't make any sense. This lawyer is not going to be here for 2026, and this man's going to spend the rest of his life in prison over a fish fillet sandwich. Doesn't make any sense. Keeping on with the bad news. And there's plenty of bad news on the planet. And I'm going to tell you right now, some of these people that commit these things should be ashamed of themselves. This is in Chicago, South Holland, Chicago. You've got a 21-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 16-year-old teenager in a car with guns riding around town looking for somebody. I can't believe that this is the highlight of being a youthful person in your car with your guns, riding around town looking for someone. Like hitman. These three people who are no longer going to be free mistakenly thought someone was the person they were looking for. They shot him and killed him, a 16-year-old honor student that played basketball, just waiting for his DoorDash food outside his door. First of all, in 2025, depending on where you live at, you don't wait outside for nothing. You stay in the house and you wait till they come up and ring the doorbell. Because you don't know what people's intentions are today in 2025. We don't know. We have to assume the worst. And a 16-year-old is probably not going to assume the worst if they're living a good life. He's an honor student. He's on the basketball team. He's trying to do the right thing in his life. But these three young men are not. 21, 20, and 16 years is all these three human beings get of freedom. This young 16-year-old honor student is not going to be here for 2026. And it's a shame that these three men couldn't find something more productive to do on this planet, which is full of opportunity. Full of opportunity and things to do other than go around looking for others to kill. I gotta agree with you, Grandma. When I read this, I was like, this didn't make any sense. You know, you're outside your house waiting for your food, and then somebody comes by and shoots you. Dead. It's not fair on that 16-year-old honor student who was going there, doing what he had to do to be an honor student. It's not fair at all. No, it's not fair at all. We're gonna go to a lighter side of things. You know, I noticed during the winter season, people like to cut corners and heat up their apartments, their homes, their trailers. Whatever you're living in, some people even live in boats. But mistakes are made when you do this. Some people use extension cords to make the heaters stretch and reach other rooms, but that's a no-no. You don't use an extension cord with a space heater. Or they put the space heater somewhere near a curtain or near something that overheats and catches fire. Space heaters are dangerous. And the electric companies out here ought to be ashamed of themselves for making the rates so high that people want to go out and purchase a space heater to try to save money. But are you really saving money if you lose your life because the space heater catches the house on fire? You're not saving anything. And the high electric bills need to come to an end because they cost too much money. They're charging too much for electric, for water, for sewage. It's too much. It's too much. Let's keep it moving. A boat fire. Space heater caught a boat on fire. So the boat was destroyed. House fire. House was destroyed because of a space heater. We've got to find better ways to heat up our homes without destroying our homes. Let's go back here. I talked about a 15-year-old that in Newport News, Virginia. One morning we woke up and a 15-year-old was shot and killed in Newport News, Virginia. Well, a week or so later, they found the person that shot him. It was a 24-year-old man. So that's a good thing. They found who shot him somehow, and now he is behind bars. But it's interesting. I would like to know what purpose, what reason did he find it necessary to shoot a 15-year-old boy? What did the 15-year-old boy do to him to deserve to die? He's not here to make it to 2026. 15 years is all he received on the planet. This is the season where you have to be careful because of the roads. You have to be careful because of the black ice. You have to be careful because of careless drivers on the interstate, the roadways. You have to be careful about speed. A lot of people are speeding. If you're doing the speed limit, you can watch how many cars pass you and make it seem like you're just keeping still. They're in such of a hurry. Well, you've got one dead on I-664 crash in Newport News. 4 vehicles crashed. And a 42-year-old man is no longer going to be here on the planet. Won't be here for the holidays, and he won't be here for 2026. He only gets 42 years on this planet. We're in such a hurry to go somewhere. We're in such a hurry to be somewhere, but we're not mindful of the others around us who are trying to be careful. And we are taking these people's lives because we're in such a hurry. It's not fair on the 42-year-old man. Now, if the 42-year-old man had caused an accident, how would the conversation go then? Did he get what he deserved? Is that the way love goes? Talk to me. Either way you look at it, it's senseless because we don't need to be rushing. There's no hurry, and we all should be moving in an orderly manner to get where we need to get. There's a lot of people on the planet, so if you look at the traffic out there, you're not getting anywhere faster than the next person. You're not getting anywhere faster. You're zooming in, weaving out of traffic, but you're getting nowhere faster. 5 minutes, 10 minutes difference. But one of these mornings, you weave and you cause somebody and you cut somebody off and you cause them to crash into a truck, which crushes their car, kills them instantly. What is it all worth? You have this on your conscience because you're one of the 4 cars out there, and one of these cars caused the incident, the chain reaction. You're that person waking up in the morning and have to realize that you got the ticket for not maintaining control of your vehicle. You got to go to court and explain to a judge why your actions caused one man that was 42 years old to lose his life that morning. What is it all worth? Rushing, speeding, reckless driving. Grandma gotta agree with you. It makes no sense. There's no need to rush when there's nothing but traffic everywhere. You're not going to get past anybody. You're speeding to get to the next pause in traffic. You might as well take your time and travel with the flow of traffic. There's nothing more that anyone can do to speed up the process. Nothing. So to lose your life on the interstate because of someone's carelessness, because of rushing, because of you getting cut off, it's senseless. It doesn't make any sense. ZZ109FM Talk Radio. I'm Elsie Jenkins. Got LORATTI in here in 10th grade education. Bob. Bob, do you be cutting people off on the freeway when you're driving? I know I don't cut nobody off. I take my time and I try to get where I'm going. I'm drinking my coffee, my vodka, and minding my own business in my vehicle. Lord, Bob, I think you just admitted you was drinking and driving. And Lord have mercy, I'm going to just keep it moving. Let me tell you something about these silly states that are so scared to make something legal like marijuana. You're holding on to these laws. You're holding on to, oh, you can't have this much marijuana, blah, blah, blah. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. If you're like Colorado, where your state is free and clear in the positive, running in the green because you allowed marijuana to be legal and you made the rules and gave the information out to allow everyone to have it, grow it, whatever. It is what it is. Newport News, Virginia, and I'm going to tell you right now, Virginia, this part of Virginia, Hampton, Newport News, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Chesapeake, parts of these cities get it, but Newport News and Hampton, these are kind of the cities that just don't get it. They want to stay in this realm of making it illegal. Can't have but so much. Can't use it everywhere. And Newport News, a vape shop, which if you know like I know, all these vape shops popping up, they've been either waiting for the marijuana to be legal or they've been selling it on the side all along. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. This Newport News vape shop was closed because they found 60 pounds of marijuana. So what? Marijuana needs to be legal. Marijuana needs to be an option for these establishments so people will have options which will make the price of the marijuana go down if there's more places you can get it. Makes it affordable for these weed head smokers who gotta have it in their life. There's nothing you can do about it. Some people are addicted to marijuana. Some people love to get high with marijuana. Some people just like to do it because their peers are doing it. Doesn't matter. But to be arresting people still because they possessing marijuana, it should be outlawed. The law should be changed, and you should allow people to have as much damn marijuana as they want, or regulate it so they can have X amount, and leave it at that. You can't control how much marijuana they have. They'll show you what they are supposed to have and hide the rest. So what's the difference? Let's go. I'm going to tell you something now. I've heard a lot of people getting hit by cars over the last couple of years. There's a lot of people on the planet. But the problem with people getting hit by cars is 9 times out of 10, whoever hits you with the car keeps on going. Like they don't have a responsibility to get out and check on the person they just ran over. Well, I'm here to tell you that there are some people out there that do understand, that do get it. And that lets you know that, you know what, doing the right thing is what you need to do if you're in this situation. Now, a 9-year-old, now who knows where the parents were for the 9-year-old? But the 9-year-old tried to cross the street, a busy street, and got hit by a vehicle and died at the scene. In this case, the driver stayed at the scene. The driver called 911. The driver did everything they could do to try to help this child. In the end, so far, they didn't receive any charges for doing the right thing. Now, currently, they're not like this other Cadillac that in Virginia that ran over a child and kept on going. A Pee Wee League football player. A Cadillac Escalade. That person kept on going and is now wanted. Vehicles wanted. They're looking for this vehicle.